Hello, I'm kitbashed. Today I bring you another video. Today we are going to be we're going to be kitbashing a kreigsmen sort of squad or kill team technically. It is pretty much. And goal is for this is basically make the kreigsmen but for the jungle. Reason is I've been wanting to do this sort of idea for a long while and just haven't gotten around to it. Mostly due to time constraints and not having the confidence to do it, so I thought may as well give it a go. My goal for this is to, kreigsmen, jungle, but also orc skulls. Because I've got a friend that has an orc army that is like the Rambo and Predator. I might try and make a kill team in his style. But I thought I'm gonna make a kill team to spite him, because that's always the best way to play. So, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into it. Starting this kitbashed, I grabbed the Death Corp of Krieg, as well as two of my bitch boxes, which are my, just guardsmen and kill team bits for mostly human. You do notice there are chaos bits in this. I sort of dual share this one. This has got my I just grabbed extraction squad shield and pauldron. Then grabbed a bunch of bits from Cadian and the actual kill team of Death Corp kill team, and then slowly whittled my way down to bits I liked. For this bit right here, I'm doing a plunger system, which is the detonator for a charge or a bomb or some sort that's been set. And I've kitbashed this little plunger so it can sit on the back, and then I attached this shovel handle as the actual plunger to be pushed down. And I set that in the unpushed down position, though technically they do rest in the down position. I removed the the leather bound mines from several Krieg kits. And I also built up the soldiers. Now I do remove the helmet and head of two of them to replace them with spare heads from the Krieg engineers. Specifically the bombardier from this kill team, and then this other soldier that I've deemed also a engineer. An engineer and a bombardier. Now I take this engineer's revolving, I think it's a grenade launcher, a pump action grenade launcher, if I remember correctly. And I sever the revolver part, and the barrel of the launcher, and attach it to a rifle, making a trench shotgun. It's not perfect, I'll say that much. It is very much so not perfect, but looks really good if you stretch your imagination. I like this shotgun design because I've done it for my other Krieg engineers, which I will leave in the cards hopefully. And they are just awesome. I also strap on these little rounds to insinuate the idea of extra slugs. Now I take this first Krieger and shade down its head. I want to get down just before the brim. Now I don't do that on the first time. Luckily for me, I've got plenty of spare helmets, so I try again. And my goal is to attach a sergeant's hat or an officer's hat from the Cadian's kits, from I believe the shock troopers. It's just a cap. Now I wanted to go for the I believe it is the Chinese or Japanese military hat that's got like the little extra brim that like hangs beside your head. I don't know the name of it. I'll show a picture. I think the only thing I remember it from is Kong Skull Island. So I will put a reference up, hopefully, if I'm smart enough or remember. I don't know. I hope to get around to it. Be it that, along with a Castellan. No, not Castellan. Kazakin rifle. Now, for some reason, I've switched over to the Bombardier again and attach his arm and then this Jackal's bomb thing. It looks like a mine just with a timer on it. So I do up that and set it in I also put the bombardier backpack, along with the several mines I have, and the plunger. And so he can set up an ambush or destroy a target of opportunity if required. I also take a melter, shave down the back of it, and strap a rifle buck to it, or a buckstock to it, to give this Krieger a more, I don't know, it seems more interesting to have this like Krieg variant of the melter. I attached the second engineer his shotgun and gave him a mace. Originally was going to go for paperwork, but then I thought he couldn't find the arm that actually went with it. I genuinely could not find which arm it was. I checked the instructions. It didn't bloody say. It looked at that number, that's not the arm for it. So I attached the mace instead. The crouching Krieger. I made well, of course, a sniper, because of course you need Overwatch. And I take the second kneeling Krieger and make a spotter. Specifically a spotter with a book. I assuming it's I originally was going to go for the him peering through the lenses of the binoculars, but guess what? Doesn't work like that. And the book, my idea for the book is it is a ranger's book or something along those lines that has details for previous encounters they've had together as a team. I strap on their backpacks. Now people will notice that the spotter does not have a weapon. No, his weapon is a pistol. I believe I have a pistol on him, but I can't remember now. If not, well, he's got a pistol somewhere, hidden away. No one will bother with it. I make this axe-wielding Krieger because that's just terrifying. Bombardier gets some more gear and another mine. Next one we're going for is a rifleman. No, we're not. We're going for a melterman. Melterman? Melter rifleman. Yes. I don't know. Something like that. Given this this more Krieger-esque melter situation that I did with the same for the Bombardier, I like the look of it. I've got no idea what the hell I'm doing with all these. I should have done these guys one by one, but I didn't, because I didn't think that through. But yeah, this guy's got like his buckstock melter, strap on a backpack, he's good to go. Next one, I'm doing as the pointman. He has a shield and a sword. Is that technically a good loadout for a shield for a pointman? Not really. Technically, you should have a pistol or a las pistol or something along those lines. Did I do that? No. I like the idea of this guy having a sword because that's this rule of cool. I had a voice crack. Rule of cool is mainly my concern. I did have to swap the hand of the sword so it's a bit more down there, but it actually makes sense for a thrusting action. Taking my hat-wielding sergeant or Krieger, I don't know, I think he's going to be a sergeant. I attach him the Cadian Cassican's las rifle. Because it's got a tube thing. I don't know why it's got a tube thing, but it's got a tube thing. And I attach the tube to a Krieg backpack because I'm sure there's some fancy stuff in there. Who knows what this Krieg's carrying? I just know he's carrying some heat. I do 2 Vox units, one with a Cadian Vox unit from, again, the Cassican kit, and the other one with a Krieg Vox unit, both getting their little radio things on their chests. One getting a standardized rifle, which is the Cadian backpack getting a standardized rifle, and the Kreigsmen Vox unit getting a carbine version, a shorter barrel. I like to look at this kill team. Apologies for the terrible quality of this video. It really does not show details at all. I'm really annoyed. But I'm happy with this little jungle kill team, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's go into painting after these little crappy reveals. The Army Painter Angel Green Matte Black. I use this as a base coat to give him a dark green how do I put this? Dark green coat that can also be used for the shade. Now my airbrush was messing around and I couldn't get it to fix it, so I just improvised and pulled back on the actual lever fully. That way I got the best action out of it, and then eventually it fixed itself. So I don't know. Airbrushes are weird. Don't buy expensive ones. You're not gonna get much difference between an expensive and a cheap one. Army Painter, Army Green. I use this as a sort of Zenithal-esque highlight across the top of them, across all of them, to give them that nice army green. They also make them look like the army men from Toy Story. So that's a bonus. I like that a lot. It's hilarious to think of. I ran out of paint, so I do have to reload and go again. Citadel Base Rhinox Hide. I use this as a base coat for my leathers. Anyone that knows my leather recipe should know it's literally 4 colors, and I'm happy with it. It's good enough. You can go really detailed with it if you want to. I don't, because don't have the attention span to do that, but I hit anything that's leather and the helmet's Aquila, along with the legs all the way up to the boot, stopping at the boot. Army Painter Dark Tone. I use this in a more multiple layered version to just darken all the areas that I want metallic, except for on the helmet. I also hit the boots, but I do come back with a actual pure matte black and fix off the boots. Fix the boots. Citadel Shade, Agrax Earth Shade. I use this to, well, shade all of the leathers. Now it does look like I'm sort of dry brushing it. I'm not. I am literally just trying to get it everywhere without being completely unhinged. Now you will notice there is I'm using this like a really crappy highlight, letting it dry out a bit so it's not as watery, and then thicken it up. Army Painter Leather Brow. Now some people will think, why did I miss out on the dryad bark on it? I don't know why I didn't use dryad bark. I probably did, and now I'm just thinking, but yeah, dryad bark, I would got to do a separate video where I just do leather. But anyway, I use leather brown to just highlight everything to legs. Army Painter White Glaze. Do not recommend doing this. Putting the dots on the helmets. My thumb got in the way, and it just decided, nope, I don't want to focus on that. Worst part is I got the shakes halfway through, and really stuffed me up trying to get all these these lenses done, all these little dots. I try my best to get them in the center so you could move them all around. It looks like it's looking at you. Game color, Glorious Gold. Using Glorious Gold, I hit the only thing I really think I hit is the helmets. That's it, really. The Aquila on the helmet. Yep. Oh, and a few of the skull buttons. Because of course they got skull buttons and the Aquila on the back. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. And the skull, yep. I think I forgot half of them to do that back skull, but eh. Army Model Air, US Desert Sand, Desert Armor. One of them. I use this to base coat the pages of the book because it's actually a really nice book color. And I actually put Battle Sisters transfers on the pages to give me some writing, because I can't write for crap, especially with my hands in the shaky motion it is. Model color, Oily Steel, Army Painter Matte Black. I use this to basically hit all metallics. Anything I want to silver gets this. All the barrels, all the carbines, all the magazines, it's little bits of the helmet, and the bayonets. Yep, that's really it. Model Air Aged White. I very, very carefully and very stupidly did not have this close enough to the camera, as I very carefully painted this on the mask of the bombardier and, well, both the engineers. The bombardier engineer and the trench engineer. You give them white masks. Because tell me that is not terrifying to think of, to see that pop out of the darkness. Citadel contrast. Blood Angels red. As anyone knows, I like red lenses on my Kriegers. Using this, I glaze over the lenses, giving them that red dot. Is it necessary? Do they need red lenses? No. But you can't tell me at nighttime in a jungle and you just see red dots moving around in the jungle, you aren't terrified. Army Painter Flesh Wash. I use this to make heat scorched. Or heat, what is it called? I'm pretty sure it's called heat scorch. Where something that makes so much heat changes the color of the metal. Similar to a heat treat. But the only difference is instead of it being clenched, it's just left to cool down in that state. The hotter it is, the different the colors the metal become. Army Painter Angel Alien Purple. Using this for the purple part of the scorching. I could have gone a little bit lighter with it, but worked out good enough. I also did this to the Bombardier's melter as well. Because of course he's used it eventually, at some point. Army Painter Dark Tone. I hit the very tip end of the melter with Dark Tone to give it that charred, that proper scorched look. And that is it. That's a melter scorch. That's a scorched melter right there. Simple, easy, done. I do know some people that do this by hand with actual paints. I wouldn't recommend it. Model Air Dark Earth. I don't know why Dark Earth came out really yellowy today, but it did. But that's okay. It did dry a little bit darker, so that's fine with me. Model Air US Desert Armor. I use this to coat the skulls. Because surprisingly, it's a really nice scully colour. Especially if it's like a semi-fresh skull that's been, well, left there for a while. I could have made these very gory, but I decided not to. Because technically, orcs aren't flesh and blood, they're fungus. So, I don't know. Army Painter Skeleton Bone. I used this originally as a dry brush, didn't work out. So I use it as a edge highlight. And get my fine brush and just edge highlight. Simple, easy, done. It's not very visible at the moment because saturation is an ass. Army Painter Flesh Wash. I watered this down sort of 50-50 and then wash over. Just darkening the recesses and anything flat, just give me a nice stain all over, making it look like it's been there for a little while. Final results. Now I do apologize for the quality not being great on these either. I don't know why my camera decided not to work for these, but worked for the end result. So you just have to watch until the end. But thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let's go and enjoy these reveals. hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. And if you really want to, go check out the Discord. I have a new one. It's not very popular at the moment, but it's slowly growing, as all Discords do. So, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!